Okay, everybody, now onto the third segment of our birthday special for VHSGamer99, which he's requested me to also, since I'm continuing his request to reshow my Disney VHS DVD and Blu-ray collections, I'm going to do the Disney VHS, in which now I'm going to be showing you the Black Diamond tapes, which, see, I got quite a few of them, as you can see. Yep. Got quite a few. Quite a lot. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show them in chronological order. So let's get started, shall we? First up, this is the 1985 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Pinocchio. Oh, I got this at the Salvation Army thrift store in North Trail back in October of 2012. Fortunately, the cover back in May when I was packing up all my Disney VHS tapes, I put this in before I moved when I still lived in my old house. But then it looks like when I took it out of the box back when I moved in here, the cover came off. Oh yeah, that's okay. I'll either glue it or tape back on. Most likely tape it back on. So yeah, this was the second Black Diamond Classic title ever released right after Robin Hood in 1984. I don't have Robin Hood yet, but I'll try to get it soon. They're in these cases that are kind of cushioning, as you can see. Yeah, this is in my top 10. This is number 1. This is number 1 on my top 10, so this is my all-time favorite Disney film. So yeah, I need to tape this cover back on, but there's a Classics Diamond on there. So yeah, I need to tape this cover back on. But the tape itself, that plays perfectly. There's the sticker label on the print date is June 12th, 1985. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens, followed by a trailer for The Black Cauldron, then the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo, and then the start of the film. Okay, here's the 1986 VHS of The Sword in the Stone now. It has the same artwork as it's supposed to be, but it's supposed to be in a black clamshell, but this came in this white one, but that's okay. This was a used copy I got off Amazon back in August of 2013. It has the full Classics Diamond on here. Notice how on the spine it says Walt Disney's The Sword in the Stone, while on the cover it says Disney's The Sword in the Stone. I don't know why it just says Disney, and I'm not going to go over the critic reviews because I want to save some time because I got quite a lot of tapes. Here's the sticker label. Print date May 8th, 1986. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens, followed by a trailer for The Journey of Natty Gann, then the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo, then the start of the film. I know there's some earlier copies of this tape that open with the 1983 Walt Disney Home Video Neon Mickey logo and have the Walt Disney and You promo at the end. This copy, unfortunately, does not have the Neon Mickey logo nor Walt Disney and You promo at the end. I know also earlier copies with the Classics logo have the logo freeze for 10 seconds, but this one doesn't. But that's okay. Okay, around Halloween of 1986, when Sleeping Beauty premiered on home video, they reissued the first 6 Classics editions, which were Robin Hood, Pinocchio, Dumbo, Sword in the Stone, Alice in Wonderland. They reissued them in white clamshell cases with the artwork that slides in. So they would have like the diamond right here and the Walt Disney Video logo right there, and then they would have a character in the profile right there. This is Pinocchio. Oh, and this was the only VHS of Pinocchio to have the diamond on the spine. I got this at Savers in Warwick, Rhode Island back in December of 2011. Back on December 17th. I was very surprised to find this. I thought I would never find this there. And this is in great, great condition. And the earlier copies of the reissues would have their original sticker labels, but sometimes they would, later on, a few months later, they would update it. This one has the original sticker label. And the print down here is July 16th, 1986. And there's a difference between... But the opening on this copy is different. This one opens with the dark red FBI warning screens, then the video dealer announcement going, if you would like to own a video cassette of this program for your home library, ask your home video dealer about purchasing new or previously viewed tapes. Then the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo, which on this tape the logo freezes for 10 seconds, then the start of the film. And another classic style that I have that was reissued there is the 1986 VHS of Dumbo. Sorry, I just wanted to do the thing that Breezy Obsession 87 does. I got this at Savers and Warwick Island. Same day as got the 86 tape of Pinocchio. Dumbo, pretty good film. You know, this was Walt Disney's favorite Disney. This is Walt Disney's favorite Disney movie. So Walt Disney, if you're watching this from heaven, this is for you. I doubt you've watched this from heaven. And before I show you the tape, it also came with this business reply card. Nobody ever wrote on it. This is 29 years old. And this one has an updated. This one has an updated sticker label, but the print down here is June 3rd, 1987, which this is obviously a reprint, but this isn't the 86 tape, because this uses the 1986 tape master, because this tape opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens and the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo, which on this tape the logo also freezes for 10 seconds, then the start of the film. I'll upload the opening to this tape to show that it has the 1986 tape master. Okay, here's the leading title of the whole 1986 promotion. This is Sleeping Beauty. I got this at a Salvation Army thrift store somewhere in Warwick, Rhode Island. I don't know what part of Warwick, Rhode Island. I went to one of the Salvation Army thrift stores and they had this there. This was there, so I got it. Sleeping Beauty, it's an excellent film. This is in my top 20. This was the first animated film to be shot in widescreen. Before I show you the tape, I also came with some almost stuff. Came with the same business reply cards on my Dumbo tape. No one wrote on it. So leaflet, Sleeping Beauty now on video cassette, only $29.95. Bring Disney home for good. Yeah, there's some titles here like Sleeping Beauty, Pinocchio, Dumbo, Robin Hood, Sword and Stone, Alice in Wonderland, Mary Poppins, Pete's Dragon, Old Yeller, Pollyanna, Treasure Island, Jiminy Cricket's Christmas, A Walt Disney Christmas, Disney Christmas Gift, Mickey's Christmas Carol, Canine Commando, A Tale to Chipmunk, Unks the Unsinkable, Donald Duck, and Disney Sing-Along Song, Zippity Doo-Dah. Just let me put these promos back in. There's the sticker label. Project August 4th, 1986. Like the Pinocchio tape, but this also opens with the 1986 Dark Red FBI warning screens and the video deal, and also opens with the video deal announcement, which once again saying, if you would like to own a video cassette of this program for your home library, ask your home video dealer about purchasing new or previously viewed tapes. Then the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo, and then it's got the film's Buena Vista logo, then the start of the film. This is the only Black Diamond Classic tape from the 1980s to have the Buena Vista logo. And note on this, the Classics logo on this tape does not freeze for 10 seconds. After the Classics logo, it just goes right to the Buena Vista logo, then the film. Okay. Now, around Halloween of 1987, when Lady and the Tramp premiered on home video, they reissued some of the classic titles, which were Dumbo, The Sword and the Stone, Alice in Wonderland, and Sleeping Beauty. Unfortunately, Pinocchio and Robin Hood were not reissued in the classic line. They were discontinued from being reissued and went back into the vault. Oh, and would come out till a few years later. But I only have one of those reissues, which is The Sword and the Stone. This was a used copy I got off Amazon back in August of 2012. This has the profile of Arthur. Sword and the Stone. It's a pretty good film, actually. I enjoyed this film. There's a difference between the label on this copy. On this copy, it says Walt Disney's The Sword and the Stone. On the A6 tape, it says Disney's The Sword and the Stone. There's no line separating the title and the FBI warnings. And this tape does not have a print date. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens and the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo, and the start of the film. It's basically, we have the same opening, except it skips the Journey of Natty Gann preview, because then the Journey of Natty Gann would have been on home video at the time, which I showed that video of the Journey of Natty Gann back on the previous segment when I did the Neon Mickey tapes. Okay, here's the leading title of the whole 1987 promotion, Lady and the Tramp. I've had this in my collection for an extremely long time. I don't know if I've had it since 1987, but I've had it for quite a while. You know, pretty good film. I enjoy this film. Fortunately, the sticker label's starting to come off, but don't worry, it's still attached on it. If it does come off, I'll just glue it or tape it back on. Sticker label, no print date. This also opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens, the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo, then the story of the film. The Buena Vista music is heard on this tape, except the logo is blacked out. Why that is, I have no idea. Okay, I'll show you two 1988 Black Diamond Classic tapes of Alice in Wonderland. Reason why I have two copies is that this copy is in great condition, this one's not in good condition. We'll start with this copy, which I got at a Salvation Army thrift store somewhere in Warwick, Rhode Island, back in August of 2014. It's not the same Salvation Army thrift store I got the Sleeping Beauty tape. It was a different one. And this case is in excellent condition. The tape itself is kind of jittery, but only a little bit. It's not totally jittery. It's only a little bit jittery. Alice in Wonderland, pretty good film. I know Walt Disney wasn't impressed with this film, but I still enjoy this film. Sticker label, no print date. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens, but the FBI warning screens and warning screens are slide shown together. Then the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo. In which, as soon as the logo, once the logo is completed, after the music ends, it quickly just fades out, and then the start of the film. Here's this copy, which I got at the Salvation Army thrift store in North Control back on Columbus Day of 2011. Unfortunately, the spine is somehow faded, but the rest of the artwork is not. See, the case is not in the greatest condition, but that's okay, because the tape itself plays perfectly, and it's not jittery. The tape is not jittery. That's good. And this tape does have a print date. It's January 10th, 1992, which this is a reprint, but this uses the same opening as that tape right there. So yeah, this tape is not Jerry. Okay. In 1988, Cinderella premiered on home video after its 1987 and theatrical re-release. I got this at Savers and Work Island back on December 28th, 2011. I got it 11 days after I got Pinocchio and Dumbo. Cinderella, it's a pretty good film. This saved the studio after they did the package features weren't doing well at the box office. They were doing Sleeping Cinderella, and if it failed, then the studio would have failed. The studio would be done, but once it was released, it was a big success. Mr. Gable, no print date. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens, then followed by a trailer for Oliver and Company, then the 1988 prototype Walt Disney Classics logo with Sorcerer Mickey at the beginning, 1985 Walt Disney Pictures logo, then the start of the film. This was the first Black Diamond Classic tape to have the Sorcerer Mickey Walt Disney Classics logo. I know the demo tapes of this open with the 1984 FBI warning screens and the 1984 Classics Walt Disney Home Video logo, 1985 Walt Disney Pictures logo, then the start of the film. I'll try and find a copy like that. With that, I doubt I'll find it though. And here's the 1989 VHS of Bambi. I've had this for quite a while. I don't know if I've had it since 1999, but I've had it for quite a while. Bambi, it's a really, really good film. Of course, I think this is Disney's saddest animated feature. No print date, unfortunately. A lot of tapes from 1987 until 1990 would not have print dates. But this tape opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens, then a trailer for The Little Mermaid, 1989 Walt Disney Classic logo with Sorcerer Mickey at the beginning, then the start of the film. Okay, here's the 1990 VHS of The Little Mermaid. I've had this for quite a while, and yes, there's the controversial cover with that thing right there. You already know what that is all about. I've had this for quite a while, and I don't know if I've had this since 1999, but I've had this for a while. This is in my top 10 favorite Disney films. This is at number 8. There's a vertical ink label. Print date's in the corner. It's May 25th, 1990. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens and the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, 1985 Walt Disney Pictures logo, then the start of the film. Okay. Here's the 1990 Black Diamond Classics VHS of Peter Pan and 1,000. Okay, I got 2 copies of it. I'll start with this copy, which I got at Savers and Rhode Island back in January of 2012. This copy is in pretty good, okay condition, except this part is not really in the greatest condition, but that's okay. Also, this part of the case is not really in the greatest condition, but the rest of the case is in good condition. There's the ink label. Print date April 17th, 1990, which this is an early print, because this tape was released in around fall of 1990. But this opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens and the coming to theaters bumper, then a brief behind-the-scenes look at the making of The Rescuers Down Under, then the Now On Video cassette bumper, then a preview for The Little Mermaid, 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and the 1985 Walt Disney Pictures logo, then the start of the film. I know this for a fact, on the Laserdisc 1990 Black Diamond Laserdisc of Peter Pan, after the movie's over, it's got the Buena Vista logo, silent. Which I don't have the Laserdisc as yet, but I might get it soon, even though I don't have the Laserdisc player, though. Okay, here's this copy, which I got at the Salvation Army thrift store in North Rhode Island back in June of 2014. This copy's in much better condition, as you could see. So yeah, it's got the same casing, though. But the difference is, this tape has a vertical ink label. I know VHSGamer99 has this copy, as this version. The print date on this tape is April 30th, 1990. Again, early printing. This copy opens the exact same way as the horizontal ink label copy. So yeah, here you go with this VHS of Peter Pan. Okay, here's the 1991 Black Diamond Classic VHS of The Jungle Book. I have 2 copies of it. We'll start with this copy, which I got at the Salvation Army thrift store in North Rhode Island back in September of 2013. The Jungle Book is a pretty good film, somewhere in my top 20. Peter Pan's also somewhere in my top 20. This VHS Jungle Book, we know this was the very last Disney film to be done by Walt Disney before he died during production of the film. There's the ink label, and the print date is March 26, 1991, printed 9 days after St. Patrick's Day. Hi, laddie. Sorry, just that you know, I am Irish. I'm also Swedish. But this opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens, and then the coming to theaters from Walt Disney Pictures bumper, then a brief behind-the-scenes look at the making of Beauty and the Beast, Then the cut short 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo with the announcer saying, "Coming from Walt Disney Home Video." Then a preview for The Rescuers Down Under. Then the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo. Then the star of the film. Okay, here's this copy, which I've had for an extremely long time, ever since it was since 1991, I think around June of 1991. Unfortunately, this copy is not in the greatest condition, but that's okay, because the tape itself plays perfectly. I've had this for quite a while, as I said, since 91. And this tape has a vertical sticker label. And the print date on this copy is May 29th, 1991, which was printed 10 days after Morris 1999's second birthday, 18 years before the Pixar movie Up was released in theaters, and 7 years before the Flicker 98 was born. That's a coincidence, because the Flicker 98 is James' all-time favorite Disney movie. So yeah, there you go, around that tape with the Jungle Book. And this copy opens the exact same way as the ink label version. Okay. Here's the 1991 VHS of Robin Hood, which was reissued in the Classics line. I got this at Savers and Warford Island back in January of 2012. Robin Hood's a pretty good film. It's not really one of my favorites, but I do enjoy Robin Hood. I think it's an entertaining film. There's the ink label. Print date June 18th, 1991. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens and the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo. Oh, then the cut short 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo with the announcer saying, "Don't look for these animated Disney classics on video cassette." Then a preview for the Jungle Book, and then a preview for The Rescuers Down Under. 1989 gold feature presentation logo. Cut short 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo with no Sorcerer Mickey at the beginning. Then the star of the film. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the original 1991 VHS of The Rescuers Down Under. I have 3 copies of it. Okay. We'll start with this copy, which I got at the Salvation Army thrift store in I got this from my sister Neve's friend Maddie's family back in October of 2012. I'm sorry for that. Rescuers Down Under. This is in my top 10. This is number 6 in my top 10. There's the ink label, print date, April 26, 1991. This is an early printing. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens, then the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video Sorcerer Mickey logo, then a cut short silent 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo with the announcer saying, "Don't miss this timeless Disney classic on video cassette." Then previews for the Jungle Book, then a preview for the Jungle Book, then the same gold feature presentation logos on the Robin Hood tape. Then the full 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo with Sorcerer Mickey at the beginning, 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and the star of the film. This is the only VHS tape to have the Sorcerer Mickey appear twice. First for the Walt Disney Home Video logo, then for the Walt Disney Classics logo. Okay, here's this copy, which I got at the Salvation Army thrift store in North Carolina back in November of 2013. The case is not really in the greatest condition, but that's okay. Okay, it does say Miss Raymond Mosher, and then there's an address there. I'm not going to say the address in there. There's also a little sticky note right here that says Mike's team. Assuming Mike must have named the person who used to own this. But this tape is a vertical sticker label. This is rare. I thought I'd never find a copy like this. And there's 2 print dates on this tape. One from May 10th, 1992. The other one, you can't see the other print date because it's in black text, but it's May 9th, 1992. This copy opens the exact same way as the ink label version. Okay. Here's this copy, which I got at Savers and Warford Island back in June of 2013. The title's more in yellow instead of orange. It's the same casing though. But the case has a different design. Same ink label, but the print date on this copy is March 4th, 1993, 13 days before St. Patrick's Day. Yep, 13 days, okay. The opening to this tape has the 1992 green FBI warning screens, then the 1989 Walt Disney Classic logo, 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and the star of the film. Okay, here's some a few reissue tapes. This is the reissue of Dumbo. I got this at the Salvation Army thrift store in North Carolina. Same day as got the 88 tape of Alice in Wonderland, one that's not in great condition, that has the spine faded. Dumbo, it's a pretty good film, as I said. I enjoyed Dumbo. This is an early print because this tape actually has a sticker label. I know later variations have the ink label. Print date June 28th, 1991. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning screens and the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, Buena Vista logo with the music, and the star of the film. Here, let me move this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Here's a reissue of Alice in Wonderland. This is in alright condition. I got this at St. Francis Church back in October of 2000. Back in October, they had a huge yard sale. It was like the biggest yard sale I've ever been to inside, and this was one of the VHS tapes they had there. I'd play few. Open this up. There's the ink label. There's a little dirt right there, but that's okay. Because the tape still plays perfectly. Notice how the diamond on there says Disney's Classics rather than The Classics. Print date March 15th, 1994. Printed 2 days before St. Patrick's Day. This opens with the 1984 PI warning screens, 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, then the star of the film. Okay, here's a reissue of The Sword in the Stone. I got this at the Salvation Army thrift store in North Beach Island back in March of 2014. Sword in the Stone's a pretty good film. I enjoyed The Sword in the Stone. Also has an ink label. It also says Disney's Classics rather than The Classics, like the Alice in Wonderland tape. Print date May 28th, 1993. This opens with the 1984 PI warning screens and the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo. Oh, the film is Buena Vista logo, then the star of the film. Okay, here's the 1991 VHS Fantasia. This was the best-selling video cassette of Fantasia at the time. And although it says Walt Disney's Masterpiece Fantasia, this is still a classic tape because it opens with the classic logo. We do also see Sorcerer Mickey and the Diamond. I got this off Amazon back in August of 2011. This was originally sealed, but I decided to open it. Here's the ink label. The print date is September 1st, 1991. On. Some bit of in. I like printing. And this was the last Disney VHS tape to open with the 1984 PI warning screens. So that's what this tape opens. It opens with the 1984 PI warning screens, but they're kind of cut short. A little bit more cut short than previous tape because the FBI warning screens are shown for 5 seconds, and then the warning screens are shown for 5 seconds. Then the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, silent 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the star of the film. Sorry, it has the silent 1990 one. The silent 1985 is on the Journey of Natty Dan VHS. Okay, here's the VHS of 101 Dalmatians. This is my mom's favorite Disney film. Disney anime movie. This is somewhere in my top 20, though. I've had this for an extremely long time, since 1992. This part's not really in the greatest condition, but that's okay. There's the ink label. Print date February 13th, 1992. Printed one day before Valentine's Day. I think this was the first VHS tape to open with the green FBI warning screens. If I'm wrong, someone let me know in the comments there. But I think this was the first Disney VHS tape to have the green FBI warning screens. This tape opens with green 1992 green FBI warning screens, then a bumper that says coming only to movie theaters this 1992 holiday season. Then a sneak peek at Aladdin, then the lilac blue feature presentation logo, then the updated Walt Disney Classics logo from 1992, 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, then the star of the film. After the film's over, it's got the film's Buena Vista logo with the remix of the Sorcerer Mickey jingle playing over it, with Mark Elliott saying, "Stay tuned for a preview of 2 new Disney classics." Then it fades into a screen where you see part of the Sorcerer Mickey logo. You see the Sorcerer Mickey text saying Walt Disney, and then the feature presentation text saying, "Coming to home video and coming on video cassette this summer," or with Mark Elliott also saying that. A preview for The Great Mouse Detective, then that same screen comes up except the feature presentation text saying, "Coming to video this fall," and with Mark Elliott also saying that, and then a preview for Beauty and the Beast. Okay. Here's The Great Mouse Detective. This is 1992 VHS. I got this from my sister Bridget's friend Morgan's family back in February 2012, on the day of the Super Bowl. You notice it does have the Classics diamond on there, but it doesn't have the Walt Disney Home Video logo because of how much room the title took up. Well, Great Mouse Detective, this is in my top 10. This is number 4 in my top 10. Notice how there's a weird on almost every VHS, every home video release of the Great Mouse Detective except for the 1999 VHS. On the cover right there, you see Basil's detective uniform is green on all the covers, but in the movie, Basil's uniform is actually really brown. I don't know why on the cover they would have Basil's uniform be green. Either on the cover but the 1999 VHS on the cover, Basil's uniform is brown. But I don't know why because I also know on the 1992 VHS, the 2002 VHS, the 2010 Mystery and the Mist Edition DVD, which I have the Mystery and the Mist Edition, and the Mystery and Mist Edition Blu-ray from 2012, his uniform is green. It is green, but in the movie it's brown. Maybe they should have had Basil's uniform be green. Anyway, here's the tape. Ink label. Print date April 22nd, 1992. This opens with the 1992 green FBI warning screens. Then also a sneak peek at Aladdin. Then the lilac blue feature presentation logo. 1992 clean Walt Disney Classic logo. 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo. And the star of the film. After the film's over, it's got the silent 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo. Then a preview for The Rescuers. Then part of the Sorcerer Mickey logo, you see the Sorcerer Mickey text saying Walt Disney. Then the feature presentation text saying coming on video cassette. you hear the feature presentation jingle in the background with also Mark Elliott saying that. And then a preview for Beauty and the Beast. Okay, here's the Rescuers. This is a 1992 VHS. I got this off Amazon back in September of 2012. This was originally sealed, but I decided to open it. My family used to have another copy of this, but it broke, so we had to get rid of it. So I decided to get another copy of it. There's some promo stuff, which I'll quickly show you. There's a business reply card. Of course, nobody could have wrote on this because this was sealed. But this save this proof of purchase on here, and nothing on the back though. It just need to collect the very best in video. Yep, Rescuers, Great Mouse Detective. Some titles like Mary Poppins, Pete's Dragon, The Three Caballeros, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, and So Dear to My Heart. The newest release at the time. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do it while I'm holding my camera, my iPad now. You got Rescuers Down Under, Alice in Wonderland, Sword in the Stone, Dumbo, Robin Hood, Brave Little Toaster. Some more from the Walt Disney Film Collection, Studio Film Collection, which were Darby O'Gill and the Little People, Swiss Family Robinson, The Story of Robin Hood, The Three Lives of Thomasina, Old Yeller, The Parent Trap, The Love Bug, Kidnap, Apple Dumpling Game, Candle Shoe, In Search of Castaways, Freaky Friday, Treasure Island, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Disney Sing-Along Songs, Be Our Guest, Splash the Party Garage, some cartoon classics, Happy Summer Days, Disney mini classics, The Prince and the Pauper, which I have The Prince and the Pauper on DVD, DuckTales, Space Invaders, Disney Tailspin, imagine that, Winnie the Pooh, King of the Beasties, cartoon classics, Mickey and the Game, Chip 'n Dale, Rescue Rangers, Danger Rangers. Collect them before it's too late. Fantasia, The Jungle Book, and 101 Dalmatians. These titles are fast disappearing from stores, so get them today. Supplies are limited, which is weird saying they go back in the vault because this VHS of the Rescuers was released in around fall of 1992, in which The Jungle Book and Fantasia went back in the vault in back in spring of 1992, and 101 Dalmatians wouldn't go back in the vault until around spring of 1993. That's an error. Ed Sullivan Show, Frankenweenie, Dance Workout with Barbie, Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, Alvin and the Chipmunks, and Beauty and the Beast coming to video October 30th. I'll show that in a minute. First I'm going to show you the tape, ink label, print date May 9th, 1992. This opens with the 1992 green FBI warning screens. Then part of this, the same like now on video cassette bumper from the Great Mouse Detective with the same coming to video cassette bumper. If I sound the Great Mouse Detective now on video cassette, I'm sorry, but it has the same things on the Great Mouse Detective with part of the Sorcerer Mickey with the Sorcerer Mickey text saying Walt Disney, and feature presentation jingle in the background, and feature presentation text saying coming on video cassette with Mark Elliott also saying that. That's on the Great Mouse Detective. And then a preview for Beauty and the Beast. Then the cut short Walt Disney on Video logo. You see the full Sorcerer Mickey logo with that saying Walt Disney on Video, and with the feature presentation jingle in the background, and you hear Mark Elliott saying "and available now on video cassette." Then a preview for the Great Mouse Detective. Then the dark navy blue feature presentation logo, 1992 distorted Walt Disney Classic logo with the music muffled. This was the first tape to have it. The Buena Vista logo. Then the star of the film. Okay. Here's Beauty and the Beast. This is a 1992 VHS. I've had this for an extremely long time, since 1992, ever since it was released back on October 30th, 1992. This is a pretty good film. This is number 7 in my top 10. I gotta take it out of the case very carefully because the lid opens easily. Usually you just gotta press that button, but no, it opens easily. But that doesn't affect it because I put this tape in a few months ago and the tape itself plays perfectly. There's the ink label. Print date July 17, 1992. This opens with the 1992 green FBI warning screens, except they're kind of cut short, like the 84 FBI warning screens are on Fantasia, because the green FBI warning screens are shown for 5 seconds, and the green warning screens are shown for 5 seconds. Then the same coming to theaters is 1992 holiday season bumper, from 101 Dalmatians, except there's music intact. Then a sneak peek at Aladdin. Then a re-release preview for Sleeping Beauty, even though it wouldn't come back to theaters in 92 nor 93. Then a home video preview for Pinocchio. Then they stay tuned after the feature for another special preview from Walt Disney Video bumper with the music. The lilac blue feature presentation logo, 1992 distorted Walt Disney Classic logo with the music muffled, 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, then the star of the film. After the film's over, it's got the silent 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, and the Sorcerer Mickey text saying Walt Disney, and also feature presentation text saying Now on Walt Disney Home Video, with the announcer saying that, and then a preview for 101 Dalmatians. Okay. There's a reissue of Pinocchio. Though it says Walt Disney's Masterpiece, it's still a classic state because it opens with the classic logo, and you'd also see Sorcerer Mickey and a diamond. So, and Pinocchio, as I said, it's in my top 10. This is number 1. I think it's the greatest Disney animated feature ever made. You know, this was Disney's second full-length animated feature, right after Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Disney England, print date February 5th, 1993. This opens with the 1984 FBI warning. No, this opens with the 1992 green FBI warning screen. Sorry about that. It opens with the 1992 green FBI warning screens, then a sneak peek at The Nightmare Before Christmas, then a trailer for Aladdin, then the lilac blue feature presentation logo, 1992 distorted Walt Disney Classics logo with the music muffled, Buena Vista logo, and then the star of the film. Here's Aladdin in 1993 VHS. I got this off Amazon back in May of 2011. This was the first tape I ever got when I started getting back into collecting. My family used to have another copy of this, which we have for an extremely long time since 93. Oh, by the way, the Pinocchio 1993 VHS I've had since 1993. And my family had another copy of this, which we've had since 93, but unfortunately that copy broke, so we had to get rid of it. I'm glad I have another copy. R.I.P. Robin Williams, because we know Robin Williams died over the summer of 2014. And Aladdin, this is in my top 10. This is at number 10 in my top 10. There's the Inkable print date, July 13th, 1993. This opens with the 1992 green FBI warning screens, then a sneak peek at The Lion King, then a home video preview for Pinocchio, then the lilac blue feature presentation logo, 1992 distorted Walt Disney Classics logo with the music muffled, 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo, then the star of the film. And after the film's over, it's got the silent 1990 Walt Disney Pictures logo. Okay, here's the Fox and the Hound 1994 VHS. We know this was the very last Black Diamond Classic title ever released, because then afterwards they moved on to the Masterpiece Collection, the title starting with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs around October of 1994. Fox and the Hound, I've originally said I've never seen this film, but I did see this film. It's pretty good, of course. Fox and the Hound, you know, this is a very good Disney film. Of course, it also is a very sad Disney film. I think this is the second best saddest Disney film, right after Bambi. Or maybe it's the third saddest film, and maybe the second saddest Disney film is Saving Mr. Banks. I'm not too sure. This is either the second or third. There's maybe second is Saving Mr. Banks. I can't remember. I don't know. There's the ink label. Print date February 6th, 1994. This opens with the 1992 green FBI warning screens, and I think there's a silent bumper that says coming to theaters in the summer of 1994, or I cannot remember. But then I know it has a sneak peek of The Lion King, then a home video preview for The Return of Jafar, then the lilac blue feature presentation logo, 1992 distorted Walt Disney Classics logo with the music muffled, then the silent Buena Vista logo, then the star of the film. I know there are some copies that don't have the preview for The Return of Jafar. The earlier copies of this tape do not have the preview for The Return of Jafar, but this copy does. And there you go. That's the third segment of my birthday special for VHSGamer99. My next segment, I'll show you my Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection titles.